It's in the game.
PlayStation.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have first crack at this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Reed. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Bussey. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aggies are on the move. Lost the throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Booth. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Here comes the heat. Finds his target down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a show.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
That pass not close as he got it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, this offense taking the sack, that is not what we need in this area. They've struggled really badly. Like, they're kicking too many field goals. A lot of times this will jump up and bite you later in the football game. This offense has got to protect their quarterback and execute better in this area of the field.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Leaves it with the back. And the Bulldogs get enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The short hands, it's Mosley.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Mosley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Chapin. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes ahead.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50+ toss, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
To keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thompson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Got his man out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Creates a little space, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Lets it fly on the move. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He's got him this time. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to run it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown, now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Completes it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Bussey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Now.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.